Just a quick spot.
Oh, yeah. All right.
I tell you what, a person who believes that this wasn't set up by our own government is an idiot.
Okay, so let's get our debate teams at the podium. I need the purple team representing the dark tables, taking the positive position on the issue. Please take the podium, purple team. And I need the yellow team representing the light tables, taking the negative position. Would you please take the podium? This is round one, and as you are fully aware, round one, each side will have 3 minutes to establish their position and any comments about the issue that they so choose. I need the audience to please pay attention and give the representatives of the debate teams your full and undivided attention. Okay, we're going to start with the dark colored tables. Purple group.
So the author used metaphor, which I totally agree with, because he expressed the way he lived and how he lived it by metaphor. So it was really good the way he explained it using metaphor, because I think that I would use the same. I really felt it. So it was really good. And I do agree with this type of metaphor. Thank you.
Okay, yellow team.
I think it is not effective because this book was made 161 years ago from right now, and the time changes, so I don't think the literature devices, relevant or effective. Yeah.
Okay, so now each team has up to 2 minutes to cross-reference, cross-examine the position of the opposing team. We're going to go ahead and start with the purple group.
Okay. I do think it's effective because even now people are reading it, and even though time has passed, this book became famous now and not then. So it is really effective the way he used metaphor.
Okay, so now for 2 minutes we're going to hear from the yellow team.
I do not think it's effective because, as in, the literature device is using metaphors, similes, and metaphors and similes. But the time changed, so this book was made in 1854 exactly, and this is 2015. So the time changes, and I think this is wrong. I think you're wrong.
Okay, so now both debate team representatives are going to go back to their tables and prepare for round 2. You got 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
No, I'm kind of like if they finish
2 minutes. 2 minutes. 1 minute. Sorry. 30 seconds. Okay, you know what that sound means? Let me get the yellow team and the purple team back at the podium. All right, so now we're going to begin round 2. Each team representative will have 3 minutes to rebut or reestablish their position. We're going to start with the purple team.
So, even though the book is not written nowadays, English doesn't change. Literature is not going to change. The words he uses is not going to get old. And I think the book is really effective now because the past comes into the future. So we still have the same problems they had then, and we have it now. People, even though have everything, they're still not happy. Let's just take Robin Williams as an example. He was a comedian. He had everything, and he committed suicide. Even though Henry didn't have everything, he was happy. But this guy had everything, and he wasn't happy. So Henry's book is really effective in nowadays. That's it.
Okay. She's saying that language never changes and English stays the same. Actually, I'm not talking about the language or the English. I'm talking about the people. Actually, in that time, the way they think is much different now. You're talking like about ages. It's like a really, really long time. So people change how the way they think change. For sure. That's for sure. I'm done.
Okay, so now each team will have 2 minutes to cross-reference, cross-examine information that the opposing team has taken. I guess we'll start with the purple group.
Can we change the numbers?
Well, 150 years are not a long time. Society doesn't change that fast. Even though technology changed, but the people from the inside and the problems we do have today is the same as the problems we had then. People don't have time to do everything. Even though we have technology, we have everything, we are still facing the same problems. And this book expresses it exactly the way we're feeling it and how it should be.
Okay, let's hear from the yellow team.
Let me ask you a question, and I don't need the answer. Do you even believe what you're saying? No. Why? Because actually everything changed during a year, not like 150 years. So must the way they think change in 150 years. There's nothing stays the same. I'm done.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and have the representatives sit back with their team at the team table, and for 3 minutes before we start, begin round 3. 2 minutes. One minute, 30 seconds. Thirty seconds. Okay, so you know what that means. I need the debate teams back at the podium. We get the purple team and the yellow team back up for round 3. Okay, this round each team will have 1 minute, 30 seconds to rebut or reestablish their position. I think we're going to begin with the purple team.
I still agree that the metaphor he used is perfect. Because even though people are going crazy nowadays in the society, this book might help. Because if they would spend some time in solitude, maybe it would help and they would find happiness just like Thoreau did. So it is really good the way he wrote the book. And even though time passed, it's still really effective now.
Okay, so let's hear from the yellow group now.
I believe that wherever you wrote that book, it doesn't matter. It still does not, it's not effective since it was made a long time ago, and the future was the future, the past was the past, and not the future. Things in the past is irrelevant and does not make sense. In the modern world, people don't use similes; they just use other crazy things to write down their words.
Okay, that concludes this knockout debate. Please give a round of applause to the purple and the yellow team. In Islamic school.
We'll talk about tomorrow. Yeah, that's rolling the hard way. We don't want to roll quite that hard. We want to get one of them little minibuses. What's up?
A person who believes that this wasn't set up by our own government is an idiot.
Everybody's gone out of their mind.
Welcome to Mr. Quickstep.
Welcome to Mr.
quick start. Oh, yeah. All right. All right.